You're sleeping on a cot right now in a homeless shelter. Just because you're in that situation, it doesn't mean that you're not human. And it doesn't mean that you're not seen and that you don't deserve to be respected, because you do. And I respect you. I respect you. Or maybe are you someone who might need to humble yourselves? You got upset with the family. I'm out of here. Sometimes just an act of going back and saying, I'm sorry, and meaning it from your heart can change things around. And are you someone who's disappeared from your family? You got upset or you felt like you couldn't take it. 9 times out of 10, they're very worried about you. You can make a phone call. I don't know if they still have payphones around. Isn't that something? But maybe you need to make a phone call. Maybe your situation will turn around if you just make a phone call. Maybe you've gone to court and the judge or the magistrate was not empathetic. Maybe they never even looked at your documents and they just listened to just the lies. And I hate to say it, it does happen. But forgive them. Pray for them when they laugh at you. Pray for them that God will have mercy. Just don't take it to heart. That's what I want to say to you. I know that's easier said than done. But if we don't forgive, we cannot be forgiven. I know you're just like, I want to get him. And it's humiliating to go into court, especially when you cannot afford a lawyer. Right? That's a little humiliating because they know what they're doing. Passing documents you've never seen before. I experienced that before. I said, well, where'd they get this? They never even gave this to me. And that's sometimes how the decision is made on false documentation. And you feel helpless. But you are not ever helpless. They just had a plan. But God sees it. So don't worry. Sometimes it takes time for it all to come out. But it does. But don't focus so much on that. You focus on trying to find ways to move forward and look ahead and look up and don't hold your head down. I know it can be hard sometimes and, you hold your head down because you feel ashamed. But you don't have to be ashamed. It's things just happen in life. Even if you made a mistake, you can ask God to forgive you. And when God forgives you, it doesn't matter who holds it against you. When He forgives you, you can release it because He throws it into the sea of forgetfulness to remember it no more. And yes, you may have to go through a situation because of a circumstance, but keep asking God to turn it around for you and believe that He will by faith. You are seen. I just want to keep saying you are seen. And for those who don't realize who you are, your worth, or that you're loved by God, or that you're special, don't let it get to you. It's not their fault that they don't know, but do you know? And if you don't know, ask God to change your thoughts, to heal your mind, to heal you from the inside out. And give Him your brokenness and your disappointment. And I pray that He heal you from all rejection so that you never feel like you are cast out and just a castaway. Keep looking for better. Keep hoping for better. It is temporary. And if you don't have gifts this season, you are a gift. And I know when it comes to the children, they want their gifts and things. Please don't take it too hard if you can't get anything for them. I mean, it is about the birth of the Lord. And yes, we want to give presents. But if you can't, please don't feel bad about that. You're here. You're alive. Have fun with them. Sometimes they just want our attention anyway. And sometimes we're so busy trying to figure things out. We feel guilty if we're not looking, trying to do. Just take a moment and play with the kids. Play some hand games. I don't know. Crack some jokes. Watch a funny movie if you can. If you don't have a television, just tell them how much you love them. And don't be discouraged. Things do change. Well, thank you so much for tuning into this podcast once again. This is your podcast host. This is Yedida Span. And you're listening to my podcast show that's called Real Talk with Yedida. I know I don't have the music coming in or out, but we'll get there. I want you to get the message. Real Talk with Yedida. I also have another podcast show that is entitled Don't Give Up. And that is where I share with you from my book, which is entitled Don't Give Up, Acknowledging the Struggle, Celebrating Resilience. Have you celebrated your resilience lately? If not, you really should. You rock. You're more special than you can imagine. So I'm going to sign off. Enjoy your time. If you can, if you have family, enjoy your time with family. And, don't sweat the small stuff. And don't sweat the big stuff either. Give it to God. Forgive. And know that things do change. All right. Signing off until next time. Thanks again for tuning in.